Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's time for another daily dose of dismal Disney.
Well, this isn't Disney's fault, technically.
It's not, but we've got some dismal guests we're going to talk about. Apparently, they jumped the line at Soarin' in Epcot in Walt Disney World, and they said some very mean, nasty, vulgar things, and they got busted. So we're gonna talk about this. Geeky's gonna explain it to me because I saw clips of it, but I love it when rude guests get busted because there are a lot of them.
Well, he claims that they didn't get in trouble, but yeah,
Sure.
He also claimed a lot of things, so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Speaking of woohoos, getting some books out. This is what 200 packs of graphic novels.
There's some singles in there too, I think.
Yeah,
maybe they're mostly 2-packs. It might be mostly 2-packs.
Mostly 2-packs. But anyway, if you want to pick up your own copies of the books you missed from our previous crowdfunders, I reopened on shopclownfish.com the Second Chance pre-order campaign. But now it's not really a pre-order campaign because we actually have the books in stock.
So you can order them.
You can order them. I gotta change this, but you've got about a month. But the books are in stock. People are getting them.
Or until we run out.
Until we run out. Yes. Previously on Clownfish TV, we might run out of first.
Yeah, there's not that many of those left.
Yeah, we had a new printer, so we did a smaller batch of that just to make sure things were gonna go well. And I was very happy with that printer. So I think things are gonna go well.
Okay, they don't care. Let's get to the point.
They better care. It's what pays the bills.
So there's a video. It was on TikTok, and apparently they were like theme park vloggers that were recording the situation. I think that the people recording weren't the ones that were involved in the situation. I don't think. But what happened was, if you've been to Disney parks, you've probably seen people that are like, I have to get past you to join my party.
Right.
And like, look, if someone has to go to the bathroom or something like that, well, that's understandable. That happens. But like, I know that when we went to Disney last time, they were telling people don't go into the line unless your party's with you, especially like at Rise of the Resistance or stuff like that, because they don't want people cutting line.
Right.
Well, apparently their girlfriends were in line already, and they wanted to get to the girlfriends. They pushed past everybody, and then these two men that were angry, they pushed past them, and they're like, where's the rest of your group? And here they were meeting these women. But when they got there, there's one guy, and he's really, really mouthy. Anyway, he immediately was like, well, you were moving slow. It doesn't matter. We're all getting the same place at the same time. What does it matter? Right. And then they proceed to like, use the F-bomb, and women were talking to them. I don't talk to females.
Oh my God.
They were like, he does. And then like the one girl with him, she's like, she's flipping everybody off and saying F you over and over again. I swear if you take, fuck you out of her vocabulary, she has nothing to say. She was like Groot, but like a dirty version where she just kept saying, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you.
Let's watch it. Can we watch it?
I don't know if you can watch all of it.
We'll watch some of it. I want to see Dirty Groot. Let's watch.
Well, no, she just keeps saying it throughout the video in different places. You're not gonna be able to watch it in one sitting unless you watch the whole video.
To the same place. You don't give a fuck, bro. You're a fucking nerd, dude. I'm not arguing no fucking.
Oh my God.
It's like fucking Harry Potter.
What you say is effing Harry Potter.
It's like, you're like fucking Harry Potter.
Fucking Harry.
And then they keep like glaring at them the whole time. Oh yeah, we're not watching the whole thing.
We're not watching the whole thing.
I have the highlights broken down in the article.
Okay, we'll just kind of skip around a little bit.
Okay, but let's just go back to what I was talking about. So that guy. Okay, let's talk about this guy. I'll call him Mr. Football because I have his name in the article. Go back to the article. I have it written down, some of the stuff that was said. So here's some of the stuff that was said throughout this conversation. So one of the guys was making like, putting his hands under his eyes, making crying gestures at them and everything else. And they said that one guy kept saying, well, I play football at the University of Central Florida. The one guy that you paused it on, the one that was talking. Yeah. He spends the entire video just talking. And he plays football at the University of Central Florida. He doesn't. It turns out he doesn't. He's talking with them. Then he was saying, like, one guy, there could be a guy saying, I'd like to know the name of the family you cut in front of all this to be with. And then the girl comes at him, F you, middle fingers. Right. Turns out I think she's a minor. Then they're talking about, he tells the rest of his group to start talking to people because they just want attention. That's their currency. But then continues to talk. He won't shut up. Then he tells, I love this, he's like, he pulls out his phone and starts filming them with the light on and shining in their faces. But if you scroll up, he's like, this is stuff he says to them. He keeps claiming he's a University of Central Florida football player. And he says, you watch me every Saturday. You and your family tailgate outside my stadium. He also keeps referring that he's not going to talk with females because they like they're beneath him. And then he's like,
is this like the Orville? Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's weirdest thing. It's almost like a parody. Okay. So then the Disney manager finally comes up. Well, first of all, there was other guests in line, and one man came up to him and said, "Could you please stop doing this because there's kids here?" You know. And then a Disney manager comes in. But while the Disney manager comes in, the one guy will not shut the fuck up. He's like, I make money. I don't argue with people. I make money, homie. Oh. How old are you? I'm 21. I got more money than you ever will. Dude's got 500 fucking followers on Instagram.
I want to see this. Where is this part at?
It's like after the manager shows up. It's keep going.
Oh, if I can go.
Right here. This right here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. I want to see. I gotta see this.
What is this?
So the manager shows up and starts talking to them.
They were up front of everybody. They're trying to say we're skipping because we walked up to our girlfriend. I make money. I don't argue with people. I make money.
No, you don't.
You're how old? I'm 21. I got more money in NIL than you ever. Look me up. Google me. Google me.
And then they say, "What's your name?" And he won't tell them his name because there's nothing to Google. Dude is on TikTok and he does make an apology video, which is down here, and this is his account here. But he has like 500 followers on Instagram.
Oh my God. Of course he does it with his shirt off. What is it with these people?
He keeps doing bodybuilding videos of himself. Anyway,
oh my God.
So he does apologize for the fact that he behaved badly. Well, before he has his apology video, at the end of the other video, the manager comes and he takes the group and goes a different direction.
Yeah.
Now it's unclear from the video whether they're removed from the park or not. Well, this video, he claims they were not removed from the park, but he also claims that allegedly that they called him a racial slur, which is why he started getting mad in the first place. Except a couple things. One, it never is presented in the video. Two, if someone called him a racial slur and that's why he was angry, right? Why would he never say in the video, "I can't believe you called me that," or something like that? He was just immediately like, "Well, you were going slow, so we went around you." Well, it didn't sound like he was being racially targeted. I'm not saying that it wasn't possible. It's totally possible that they could have said something and it wasn't in the video. It's just that that's not the reaction of somebody who was just totally upset and had their feelings hurt for being called N-words or whatever he claims they were calling him. There's also the guy who lied and said he played for the University of Central Florida, and everybody was tagging them into the place. They had to put something out saying that he doesn't play for them because they were all going after the University of Central Florida over his lies.
Oh my God.
Now he does say he's sorry for his behavior, and he says that they were not escorted from the park. He doesn't say what happened, but he said they weren't told to leave.
My emotions get the best of me.
Because someone called me the N-word supposedly.
Oh, come on.
Even though,
Look at the smug added. Like this dude, like he thinks he's all that. You can tell he thinks he's all that.
He said someone pushed her. She was the one. I was getting grown men's faces. No, when you watch the video, yeah, he was getting in faces, but no one was pushing her. She was ahead of them, and she was coming at them with her middle finger in their faces.
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw she was like flipping people off. Look, we've run into this, not to that extent, but we've run into some pretty rude guests at Disney parks, and it's just like.
Well, thankfully, this one didn't turn to a fist fight, which is what usually happens.
That's usually what happens. Yeah. Yeah. This is like, I'm with you. This is a prime example of what not to do. At Disney, but it is making it less and less enjoyable. I mean, as the park gets more and more expensive, you got to deal with this kind of crap all the time. My favorite is when you get people that are like, "Hey, I need to be with my party. I need to go, be with my party," and they're just trying to cut.
Well, that's what I think they were mad about. I thought that's what he was doing. Now, apparently, his girlfriends their girlfriends were in front of them in the line. They stopped there. They didn't keep pushing ahead of that. So I think they were just trying to get back to that spot where their girlfriends are. But the thing is, it's like they tell you not to get in line unless your whole party's there. They're actually going out and telling people that now because this kept happening and became such a problem. That's what people are getting into fist fights about.
Yeah.
Or they're pushing past people and then they're stepping on somebody and that starts a fight. Or the people that aren't letting them around them, which also starts a fist fight. You're just better to stay in your line. I mean, of course, if there's like an emergency, like you have to use the restroom or something like that.
Yeah.
You can get out the line to go to the bathroom. I would a lot of times if you ask a cast member, they'll help you go to the bathroom and everything else and get you back in line. It's not a problem. But here it is again. Yeah, she's in their faces. Here it is. See, I think that's one at 17.
Oh my God, she looks like a winner.
Well, she has more Instagram followers than he does. But then a lot of her pictures have her ass hanging out, so that could be why, too. Filters are a wonderful thing, too. Let's just put it that way. I think she uses a lot of them. But, this is... just does bad behavior the whole way around. Just don't behave like this. Either, I mean, it's probably not good to sit there and keep filming them and loading them on. Go to them on and keep them still going. That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do either. But I don't think the women that were filming were the ones that were involved with. They were fighting with some men that were there. They just have to be filming it, I guess, is what it sounds like when he talked about what happened.
35,000 comments. How many views?
Oh, and they do not agree with the people that they're back in the people that, got jumped in line.
Yeah, UFC Knights, the individual in the video, is not and has never been a member.
Yeah, they had to put a statement out because he told everybody he played for them.
Who you play for. You even tagged him.
Yeah.
Damn, this is...
The reason I put his name in the article was he put a video out explaining his side of the story where he lied. But then he said people were racially profiling him or harassing him. He never mentions it throughout the whole video that even the manager came, right? The manager came. If the guy called him a racial slur, when the first thing he'd be saying to the manager was, these gentlemen behind me called me, this word. He didn't. They're mad because we jumped line to meet up our girlfriends. That's what he said. He never mentioned the supposed racial slur.
That's funny. Yeah, I emailed the UCF football director in this video. I like this guy. Bro said he makes money, but couldn't buy a fast pass for him and his girl.
Well, they don't like a fast pass, but yeah, Genie Plus, yeah. Yeah, like that. Don't argue with them because he continues to argue with them.
Oh my God.
I mean, just don't behave this way. I mean, okay, that's something else too. Like he lied about he's a football player. Who cares? Like, why would bring that up at all? Like, there's an intimidation tactic. I'm like, why bring it up?
This is such Six Flags behavior. That's what Disney's turning into. It's like turning into freaking Six Flags.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't want to insult Six Flags, but
Yeah, but like,
I'm just like. The guy is sitting there. No one asked him. He just kept giving information out. No one asked for.
No.
Like, I go here. I'm a football player and I got more money than you. What's that have to do with the fact that you jumped fucking line? What does that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh my God.
Everybody was tagging in the football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody in the comments, I don't know where it was, but they said that I don't know, they could have been joking or making it up too, but they said they played against him in football in high school and he sucked. But I don't know. I mean, people could just make shit up all the time.
Yeah.
But it turned out that he even admits that he lied because he's caught. Is he caught?
Yeah.
The football themselves are like, no.
God, that's crazy. That's just absolutely crazy.
So I put both sides up because I just want to be fair. And I put up his side too.
I don't think there is any being fair.
But it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if that's what happened and that's what set you off and your feelings were hurt because they said something like that, racially charged at you, when the manager came, the first thing you would say would be like, well, what happened was I was trying to get my girlfriends and that gentleman there called me blah, 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 blah. But he never mentions that. He's too busy going, how much money you make? How old are you? Google me. They Googled you.
They Googled you, and it turned out you're a liar. So there you go. I'm surprised Disney didn't ban him from the parks forever.
Well, he says they didn't, but then he lied about a bunch of stuff.
That's true.
Who the hell knows?
They ban people for less.
If they didn't before, they might now.
Yeah.
When they see the whole video and see how they were acting, because he was going on, and stuff. But then that girl, she was like F-bombing everybody and flipping them off, and to the place where the one gentleman further back in line had to come and tell them that there are children in line here. You need to knock this off.
All right. So there we go, guys. This is Disney, current year Disney.
This happened like yesterday. It was posted yesterday.
God. All right. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
There we go, guys. You can go out to TikTok, go out to piratesandprincesses.net.
You can see both sides of the argument. Both videos are in the article. I gave both sides, Yeah, both sides. Both sides! Although it's pretty obvious what's going on here. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later. Bye.